The Grobanites are everywhere.
Oh, they're everywhere.
They're in the
everywhere.
parking lot.
But I haven't seen anybody in 2 years. So I'll take the Grobanites everywhere.
They think it's an in-person interview. They're all over the parking lot. Where's Josh? How you doing?
I am there. How creepy is that?
Yes, you definitely are here.
I'm in your snack room. Nice to talk to you too.
Thanks for stopping by. No, seriously, thanks for taking the time to speak with us. Let's talk about the Harmony Tour. Kicks off mid-June, hits Central Jersey. You'll be at the Arts Center on July 9th, the Man in Philly on the 12th. And tour's been a couple years in the making, and you never got to tour to support the Harmony, the album, which came out, 2020, right?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, we were we were making the album before, we were halfway done before the lockdown, and then we obviously, like everybody else, we had to get creative and recorded with a lot of musicians around the world and did it virtually. And but that was the one thing, is we decided we wanted to release this music to the world, but we knew we wouldn't be able to tour it. So to finally have an opportunity to play these songs off of an album of mine that's one of my favorites I've ever done is just something we've all been really, really looking forward to. And I know there's going to be a healthy dose of gratitude out there for sure from all of us.
Yeah, we're very excited to have you finally get here.
Yeah, we gave away tickets for your July 9th show at the PNC Bank Arts Center in Homedale. So we've been excited about you long
Wonderful.
time ago.
Yeah.
Are you making it rain with tickets out in that parking lot?
Absolutely.
You know it.
They don't even want the tickets.
Talking to you, you seem like a really funny guy with a lot of personality. And how do you get that part of you for people to see? Because honestly, when I see a singer with an orchestra behind them, I kind of think like, this guy's serious. Like, I probably can't crack any jokes to this guy. He's probably a little stuffy, but you're not.
No, listen, I saw Andrea Bocelli do 90 minutes of stand-up at the Chuckle Hut, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's pretty funny.
No, I don't know. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. I think anybody who's been bullied in high school, you get a sense of humor, and my songs are very, very serious. So I have found that if I can, and especially when you're playing these I like the outdoor venues because they're very kind of casual and everybody's got a glass of rosé and everybody's just kind of feeling loose and having
just
a good time.
Yeah.
So, I've always been somebody with a very serious voice who's also just been a real super weirdo, and so I feel like I've just wanted to bring both sides out.
Well, you've had a lot of success for the past 20 years or so. If VH1 did a Josh Groban Behind the Music, what would the sad or tragic part in the middle be?
You'd see a video of me in a pair of sweats eating an entire box of Wheat Thins all by myself, just covered in Wheat Thins. They'd call it the Wheat Thins era. I ate so many Wheat Thins. Wheat Thins sent me Wheat Thins. That's how many Wheat Thins I was eating at that point in my life, and it was just covered in them.
It's a good endorsement there.
Yeah, I like that.
That was Josh's rock bottom.
Yeah, that's not a bad rock bottom.
No, there are worse rock bottoms.
Yeah.
You do a couple of covers on Harmony, and my favorite is Joni Mitchell's "Both Sides Now." Just want you to know.
It is me. I've loved that song since I was in high school. I mean, it's a song about perspective. It's a song about how perspective can change over the course of your life, and as you learn new things and meet new people and experience new lenses and ways of looking at things throughout the world. And this is a time of change for so many people, and it's songs like that continue to become relevant, even though that song meant something totally different to Joni Mitchell when she wrote it. It's a classic. I loved recording it with Sarah Bareilles, and can't wait to sing it this summer.
Yeah. So you mentioned your teenage years. I love the story when you were what were you, like 16 or 17, and you get a call from the legendary David Foster, and he's begging for your help.
Yeah, I don't think he was begging for my help, but he definitely offered me an amazing. I'm pretty sure he had 700 other singers he could have called right afterwards, but
he didn't.
But I was very lucky that I got a push, and I got his ear at a time when I did, and he certainly taught me so much about the music business and about where I could go. I don't think at that age I had any idea what I was actually capable of, and that's why he is who he is. He hears things in singers, and really pushes them. And I'm grateful.
He called you to fill in for somebody famous, right?
That's right. Comedy legend Andrea Bocelli.
Him again.
And yeah, him again. Yeah. And it was a day that changed my life.
So you're like 16 or 17, and he says, "Listen, Bocelli backed out. Could you come and sing with Celine Dion?" What's going through your head?
Well, I was skipping history class, and I was worried that I would get a bad grade. And you think I'm kidding? And I just didn't want to mess it up. I mean, I wasn't thinking to myself that this was going to be a star-making performance. I just knew that this was a big deal, and I was nervous and just wanted to sing my best. And by the way, that feeling hasn't changed every time I go out on stage. There really is not much different between that kid wanting to sing well into that microphone and 20 years later wanting to sing pretty for Madison Square Garden. There's no difference. I still get the same butterflies. I still have the same passion for it.
That's great.
You know, Josh, your speaking voice, I'm listening to you, is just as soothing as your singing voice. And somehow you managed to take people to this peaceful place. And I have a real story. Just last week, I had to go to my sister-in-law's mother's funeral, and they played your song, You Raise Me Up. I don't know if you want to know that your song was played at a funeral, but it was, and it was beautiful. And it was great.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I mean, it's incredible. It never gets old hearing stories about how, whether it's a sad situation or a celebratory situation, how these songs, they continue to be the soundtrack for people's lives and for their emotions. And that's the kind of thing that you don't know until people tell you. And I assure you, my speaking voice only sounds okay because I just woke up, like low, like, hey, how you doing? Normally it's, hey, lady.
Well, we appreciate you getting up to speak with us. Harmony Tour kicking off in mid-June, Central Jersey, July 9th at the PNC Bank Arts Center. Before we let you go, tell us about your Find Your Light Foundation, for those who aren't aware of it.
Oh, sure. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, I'm a product of arts education, of a great public arts education, and so Find Your Light is really a grant-giving program that makes sure that arts education programs around the country continue to stay afloat. They reach out to us when they need new instruments, new paintbrushes. They need to keep teachers there. They need to build sets for plays, and it is a vital part of a young person's education. So we're really, really proud of the work we've done, and people can go to findyourlightfoundation.org if they want to learn more.
Great. Thank you again. Thanks so much for taking the time. By the way, according to several surveys, I don't know if you know this, you are the most popular guy named Josh.
Oh, wow. That's actually quite surprising to me, but I'll take it.
Can you name any others?
Yeah. There's Josh Brolin, Josh Gad, Josh Hutchinson, I think is an actor out there, Joshua Bell, the violinist.
Wow.
There you go. You're good.
Joshua... There's a couple of Josh Gordon, the football player, who I know about him because every time something happens to him in the news, people think that I'm playing football, and I get a lot of confused tweeters. Twitter is always confused, but they get confused about me on that particular day.
All right.
That's
well, you're
funny.
one of everyone's favorite Joshes. We appreciate you taking the time, and we look forward to seeing you in Central Jersey this summer.
Can't wait. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Josh.